Mythical races are as diverse as the universe, encompassing human-like beings, majestic dragons, and even gods. True power in these myths is not solely defined by physical strength, but also by cunning, intelligence, and extraordinary abilities. So without further ado, here is a list of the most powerful races in mythology. Mandri, often referred to in mythology and folklore, is a plant known for its distinctive human-like root structure and its potent properties. Originating from the Mediterranean region, Mandri has been surrounded by myths for centuries. One of the most intriguing aspects of Mandri is its reputed ability to emit a deadly scream when uprooted, which was believed to kill or drive insane anyone who heard it. To avoid this peril, folklore suggested using a dog to pull the plant from the ground, often resulting in the dog's death instead of the human's. This myth was so pervasive that it appeared in various ancient texts and even in medieval herbal manuals. In addition to its lethal scream, Mandri was also believed to possess powerful magical properties. In ancient times, it was thought to enhance fertility, act as an aphrodisiac, and even serve as a potent anesthetic for surgical procedures. Alchemists and sorcerers prized Mandri for its purported ability to amplify magical spells and create protective charms. The plant's roots were often carved into talismanic shapes and used in rituals. Despite its fearsome reputation, Mandri's association with magic and healing made it a valuable and revered component of many ancient cultures' medicinal and mystical practices. The Arimaspians, originating from Greek mythology, are a fascinating race of one-eyed people known for their perpetual conflict with griffins. According to the ancient historian Herodotus, who chronicled their existence in his work, Histories, the Arimaspians inhabited a remote region near the Hyperboreans, far to the north of the known world. These fierce warriors are depicted with a single eye in the middle of their foreheads, and they were notorious for their attempts to steal gold from the Griffins, mythical race that guarded vast treasures in the mountains. The constant battles between the Arimaspians and Griffins became a symbol of the eternal struggle between cunning humanity and the vigilant guardians of nature's riches. Trents, mythical creatures from folklore and fantasy literature, are often depicted as ancient, sentient trees with humanoid features. In mythology, they embody the spirit of the forest, serving as protectors of nature and guardians of the wilderness. Trents are said to possess immense strength and wisdom, rooted in their deep connection to the earth and all living things. Legends describe them as beings that can communicate with animals and plants, and some tales even suggest they have the ability to command the very elements themselves. Goblins, small yet formidable creatures, are deeply rooted in the folklore of various cultures, particularly European mythology. Known for their cunning and malevolence, goblins are often depicted as mischievous, troublesome beings that inhabit dark forests, caves, and abandoned structures. One of the most distinctive traits of goblins is their rapid reproduction rate, allowing their numbers to swell quickly and making them a significant threat despite their small size. This prolific breeding, combined with their intelligence and resourcefulness, means they can easily overwhelm more powerful foes through sheer numbers and strategic cunning. In myths, goblins are portrayed with a variety of appearances and abilities. Typically, they are depicted as small, grotesque, and often ugly creatures with sharp features and wiry frames. They possess a keen intellect, using their cleverness to devise traps, schemes, and ambushes against unsuspecting humans or rival mythical creatures. While some stories describe goblins as merely mischievous, causing minor annoyances, others portray them as more sinister beings capable of great harm. Their propensity for hoarding treasure and shiny objects often leads them into conflict with other beings, highlighting their greed and materialism. Overall, goblins' unique combination of rapid reproduction, cunning, and their ability to adapt to various environments makes them one of the most intriguing and dangerous races in mythology. Trolls are fascinating creatures deeply rooted in Scandinavian folklore, known for their distinctive characteristics and behaviors. These mythical beings are typically depicted as large, brutish, and often grotesque in appearance, though their exact form can vary widely from tale to tale. Some legends describe trolls as towering giants with coarse features, while others portray them as smaller, more cunning beings. Trolls are often associated with nature, inhabiting remote and rugged landscapes such as mountains, forests, and caves. They are nocturnal creatures, as sunlight is believed to turn them to stone. This vulnerability to daylight has been a crucial element in many stories, explaining why trolls are rarely seen by humans and often contribute to their mysterious and elusive reputation. The Tickbang is a fascinating creature from Filipino mythology, often described as a tall, bony humanoid with the head and hooves of a horse, typically depicted as towering over humans. This mythical being is known for its imposing stature and eerie appearance. Tickbangs are said to inhabit the forests and mountains of the Philippines, serving as guardians of their natural domain. They are considered both protectors and tricksters, known to lead travelers astray or play pranks on those who disrespect nature. Interestingly, folklore suggests that Tickbangs can be tamed and even turned into servants if one can obtain a few strands of their mane, a feat that requires great bravery and cunning. In mythology and folklore, ogres are depicted as fearsome and monstrous humanoid creatures, often characterized by their immense size, brutish strength, and sometimes a taste for human flesh. Originating from European folklore, ogres have been portrayed in various cultures with slight variations in appearance and behavior. Commonly, they are described as having grotesque features such as large, bulging eyes, tusks, and coarse, unkempt hair. Despite their intimidating appearance, ogres are sometimes depicted as dim-witted and easily outwitted by clever protagonists in folk tales. Ogres typically inhabit remote wilderness areas or deep forests, where they live in crude dwellings or caves. They are often solitary beings, occasionally portrayed as having a voracious appetite, especially for human children. In some myths, ogres possess magical abilities or extraordinary resilience, making them formidable adversaries. Their reputation as formidable opponents has made them popular antagonists in tales of heroism and adventure, where they challenge the bravery and resourcefulness of heroes. In Greek mythology, the Harpies were fearsome creatures depicted as half-woman, half-bird hybrids with sharp talons and winged bodies. Often associated with the wind, they were known for their swift and relentless nature. The Harpies' most famous appearances were in the story of Jason and the Argonauts, where they served as agents of punishment and torment. According to myth, they would snatch food from Phineas, a blind prophet, a punishment inflicted by Zeus for revealing divine secrets. Harpies were believed to be daughters of the sea god Thomas and the ocean nymph Electra, making them siblings to Iris, the rainbow messenger of the gods. Their name, which means snatchers or swift robbers, reflects their role as avian predators who swoop down to seize their prey. If you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing. Subscriptions are free, and you can unsubscribe at any time. Mermaids have captivated imaginations for centuries with their enchanting allure and mysterious origins. In various mythologies around the world, mermaids are often depicted as half-human, half-fish beings, embodying a fusion of beauty and danger. Originating in ancient Assyrian and Greek tales, they later appeared in folklore across Europe, Africa, and Asia, each culture imbuing them with unique traits and legends. In many myths, mermaids are renowned for their mesmerizing singing voices, capable of luring sailors to their doom with haunting melodies. They are often associated with perilous waters, where their appearance could signify both good fortune and imminent danger. Despite their allure, mermaids were also believed to be protectors of the sea, guiding lost sailors to safety or offering wisdom and aid to those who respected their realm. The Griffin, a majestic and powerful creature from ancient mythology, is depicted as a combination of two noble animals, the lion and the eagle. This mythical beast has the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, symbolizing strength and majesty, while its head, wings, and front talons are those of an eagle, representing keen vision and soaring prowess. Originating in ancient Middle Eastern and Mediterranean cultures, the griffin was often portrayed as a guardian of treasure and valued possessions, standing as a vigilant sentinel over the riches of kings and the gods. Its imagery has been found in various art forms, from the frescoes of the Minoans on Crete to the statuary and tapestries of the Renaissance. In addition to its role as a guardian, The griffin also holds symbolic significance in mythology and heraldry. It represents a blend of terrestrial and celestial power, combining the king of beasts with the king of birds. This duality is seen in its association with both the earth and the sky, embodying qualities such as courage, strength, and protection. The griffin's image was often used in coats of arms and emblems, symbolizing divine power and vigilance. In Greek mythology, griffins were believed to inhabit Scythia, guarding the gold mines against the Arimaspians, a race of one-eyed people. The griffin's presence in various myths and legends highlights its enduring legacy as a powerful and awe-inspiring creature that bridges the realms of the terrestrial and the divine. In Greek mythology, sirens are enchanting yet dangerous creatures whose irresistible songs lure sailors to their demise. Often depicted as part woman, part bird, sirens reside on rocky islands and coastal cliffs, where their haunting melodies echo across the seas. Their voices are said to possess a magical allure that compels sailors to steer towards them, captivated by the promise of unearthly beauty and transcendent music. Legend has it that sirens' songs are so mesmerizing that sailors, entranced by their allure, would abandon their duties and ships, only to meet a tragic fate as their vessels crashed against the rocky shores. To protect sailors from these perilous temptations, ancient myths tell of strategies devised by the crafty hero Odysseus. In Homer's epic poem, The Odyssey, Odysseus orders his crew to plug their ears with beeswax to resist the siren's song, while he himself, curious yet aware of the danger, has himself tied to the mast of his ship to experience their music without succumbing to its fatal allure. Arachnids, a diverse class of joint-legged invertebrates, include spiders, scorpions, ticks, and mites. They are characterized by having 8 legs, unlike insects that have 6. The myths surrounding arachnids are as fascinating as their biology. In Greek mythology, the most famous arachnid-related story is that of Arachne, a mortal weaver who challenged the goddess Athena to a weaving contest. Arachne's skill was so impressive that it incited Athena's jealousy, leading the goddess to transform her into a spider, condemning her to weave for eternity. Another intriguing mythological figure is Anansi, a trickster spider god from West African folklore, particularly among the Ashanti people. Anansi is renowned for his cleverness and resourcefulness, often using his wit to overcome more powerful adversaries. Stories of Anansi highlight his role as a cultural hero and a symbol of resistance against oppression. Cilia, often depicted in myths and folklore, are enchanting creatures that possess the upper body of a human and the lower body of an octopus. Their origins can be traced back to a blend of various mythological traditions, including Greek and Caribbean lore. Unlike mermaids, who have the lower bodies of fish, Cilia are characterized by their octopus-like tentacles. This unique combination is thought to symbolize both the beauty and mystery of the ocean. In some myths, Cilia are portrayed as powerful sorceresses or sea witches, possessing the ability to control the seas and wield magic. Their captivating and otherworldly appearance has made them a popular subject in modern fantasy literature, reflecting the complex nature of the sea itself, both nurturing and perilous. Centaurs, iconic race of Greek mythology, are often depicted as half-human, half-horse beings, embodying a unique blend of characteristics from both species. Originating from the offspring of Ixion, a mortal king, and Nefilim, a cloud nymph fashioned by Zeus to resemble Hera, centaurs are renowned for their dual nature, embodying themes of primal instincts versus intellect and the constant struggle for harmony between these dualities in both myth and human nature. One of the most famous centaurs in mythology is Chilin, renowned for his wisdom, knowledge of medicine, and mentorship of many Greek heroes such as Achilles and Jason. Unlike most centaurs depicted as brutish and untamed, Chilin was known for his gentleness and intelligence, standing as a stark contrast to his brethren. Centaurs feature prominently in the stories of Greek heroes, often acting as both adversaries and allies, showcasing their complex relationship with the mortal world. Their mythical existence serves as a reminder of the blurred boundaries between human and animal. Giants, or Nefilim, are legendary beings steeped in ancient mythology and folklore across various cultures. In Hebrew and Christian traditions, Nefilim are described as the offspring of angels and human women, known for their immense size and strength. They are often portrayed as formidable warriors and figures of both awe and fear due to their supernatural origins. According to the Book of Genesis, these beings existed before the Great Flood, and their presence on Earth was seen as a corruption of divine order, leading to their eventual extinction. Wyverns are fascinating creatures deeply rooted in European mythology, distinct from traditional dragons yet sharing many characteristics. Unlike dragons, wyverns are typically depicted with only 2 legs and wings, lacking the 4-legged stance of their more famous counterparts. This anatomical difference gives them a more serpentine appearance, often described as draconic in nature but with a sleeker, more agile frame. In medieval heraldry and folklore, wyverns were often depicted as fierce and formidable creatures, symbols of strength and guardianship over treasures or territories. Myths surrounding wyverns vary, but they are commonly associated with lairs in remote and dangerous places, such as mountains or deep forests. Their breath is often described as poisonous or fiery, adding to their fearsome reputation. In some legends, wyverns are said to possess keen intelligence and cunning, making them formidable adversaries. Despite their ferocity, wyverns were also sometimes depicted as noble creatures, embodying qualities of loyalty and guardianship. Their presence in heraldry and medieval tales serves as a reminder of humanity's enduring fascination with mythical beasts and the intricate narratives they inspire. In classical mythology, unicorns are often depicted as majestic horse-like beings with a single spiraling horn protruding from their foreheads. Contrary to common belief, early descriptions from various cultures, including Greek and Roman texts, describe unicorns not as pure white horses but as fierce and untamable creatures. They were said to possess the body of a horse, the legs of an antelope, the tail of a lion, and a majestic horn with powerful healing properties. This horn, known as the alicorn, was believed to neutralize poisons and cure diseases, making it a highly sought-after object in medieval Europe. Unicorns have also been symbols of purity, grace, and beauty throughout history. In medieval and Renaissance art, they are often portrayed in religious contexts, symbolizing the incarnation of Christ and the purity of the Virgin Mary. The legend of the unicorns taming by a virgin is a recurring theme, illustrating the creature's association with innocence and virtue. Beyond their symbolic meanings, unicorns have inspired countless works of literature, art, and folklore, cementing their status as enduring icons of fantasy and wonder. Fairies, often depicted as tiny, winged beings, are a fascinating part of folklore and mythology from various cultures around the world. In Celtic mythology, fairies are supernatural beings that inhabit an invisible realm parallel to the human world. These creatures are often described as capricious and powerful, with the ability to bestow blessings or curses. In many stories, fairies are said to live in ancient mounds, forests, and other natural sites, which are considered sacred. They are known to be particularly active during the festivals of Samhain and Beltane, times when the veil between the fairy world and the human world is believed to be thinnest. In addition to Celtic folklore, fairies also appear in various forms in other cultures. For instance, while in Slavic folklore, there are similar creatures known as Vila, who are ethereal maidens associated with nature. Fairies are often depicted as mischievous, playing pranks on humans, but they can also be benevolent, offering help to those who respect their rules and natural surroundings. The Thunderbird occupies a central role in Native American mythology, appearing both as a singular deity and as a species of powerful beings across various tribal traditions. Revered for its intelligence, might, and temper, the Thunderbird commands respect and caution from those who encounter it. According to some beliefs, the Thunderbird serves as a messenger of the Great Spirit, residing atop mountains and controlling rainfall. In contrast, other tribes see Thunderbirds as shapeshifters capable of assuming human form, intertwining their lineage with human families, and using their transformative abilities to exact vengeance when provoked. Regardless of interpretation, the Thunderbird symbolizes unparalleled swiftness and power in Native American lore, soaring across the sky like a living tempest with wings that crackle with energy and eyes that gleam with lightning. The Thunderbird's flight is described with awe-inspiring imagery, evoking its unmatched agility and strength. Its movements through the heavens are likened to a symphony of natural forces, where each beat of its colossal wings leaves a trail of wonder in the sky. In Greek mythology, Pegasus is renowned as the offspring of the Gorgon Medusa, born from her severed head when the hero Perseus slayed her. Emerging fully formed and adorned with wings, Pegasus instantly captured the imagination with its divine origins and remarkable appearance, a winged horse of unparalleled beauty and grace. Its association with poetry and creativity is rooted in the legend that Pegasus struck the ground with its hoof on Mount Helicon, creating the Hippocrene Spring, which became a source of poetic inspiration for artists and thinkers throughout history. Moreover, Pegasus is celebrated for its incredible speed, considered by many as the swiftest creature in Greek mythology. It was said to be able to fly at great velocities, effortlessly traversing vast distances and ascending to the heights of the heavens where mortal beings could never reach. This aspect of Pegasus not only elevated its status among mythical beings, but also symbolized freedom and the boundless possibilities of the human spirit. In Greek mythology, nymphs are nature spirits often depicted as beautiful maidens who inhabit rivers, forests, mountains, and meadows. These divine beings are closely associated with the natural world they inhabit, embodying its essence and serving as its guardians. Nymphs are believed to possess immortality but are not considered gods. Rather, they occupy a realm between humans and deities. They are known for their playful and mischievous nature, occasionally interacting with both gods and mortals in tales that reflect their ties to specific natural features. Nymphs are categorized based on their dwelling places. Naiads inhabit fresh water sources like springs and rivers, while dryads are tree nymphs who live within the depths of forests. Oreads reside in mountains, and nereids are sea nymphs who accompany the god Poseidon in the depths of the oceans. Each type of nymph is depicted with unique attributes reflecting their environment, such as the ethereal beauty of naiads or the arboreal connection of dryads. These beings play significant roles in myths, often becoming objects of desire for gods like Apollo and Pan, or forming close bonds with heroes such as Jason and Odysseus during their epic quests. Tangu are fascinating creatures from Japanese folklore, often depicted as bird-like beings with both human and avian characteristics. They are believed to dwell in mountainous and wooded areas, where they serve as protectors of the natural world and sometimes as tricksters. In mythology, Tangu are renowned for their martial prowess and supernatural abilities, such as shape-shifting and control over the elements. They are often depicted wielding magical fans called tessin, which can create winds or summon storms. One of the most intriguing aspects of Tangu mythology is their dual nature. They are portrayed as both benevolent and mischievous beings, capable of aiding humans as well as causing trouble. Legends often depict them as skilled warriors who impart martial arts knowledge to worthy individuals. Yet they also have a penchant for playing tricks on arrogant or disrespectful people. This complex characterization reflects their role as intermediaries between the earthly and spiritual realms in Japanese folklore, where they challenge humans to learn humility and respect for nature while embodying the unpredictable forces of the wild. In Basque mythology, the Gentilac are legendary giants believed to have once inhabited the Pyrenees Mountains. These beings are depicted as formidable and powerful, towering over ordinary humans with their immense stature. According to myth, the Gentilac were considered the creators of the landscape, shaping mountains and valleys with their immense strength. They were also credited with building dolmens and megalithic structures, which dot the Basque countryside and are thought to have been the remnants of their civilization. The Gentilac were not just fearsome giants. They were also known for their wisdom and supernatural abilities. Legends describe them as having control over natural forces, such as the wind and thunder. Despite their size and strength, they were often portrayed as peaceful beings who lived in harmony with nature. Next, let's delve into vampires. Some may argue that vampires are not a race, but rather undead beings or a condition caused by a virus or curse. However, considering the rich tapestry of myths and folklore, many perceive vampires as a distinct race, especially those who are full-blooded. What are your thoughts on this? Is a vampire a race or a status? Share your opinion in the comments below. In folklore and mythology worldwide, vampires are typically depicted as nocturnal creatures that subsist on blood to sustain their unnatural existence. Legends vary, but common traits include heightened senses, enhanced physical capabilities, and sometimes the ability to shapeshift or manipulate minds. Vampires are often portrayed as charismatic and seductive, capable of mesmerizing their prey before feeding upon them. Across cultures, methods to ward off or destroy vampires range from garlic and wooden stakes to sunlight and holy symbols, reflecting deep-seated fears and beliefs about these immortal beings. Whether viewed as a supernatural race or a cursed state of existence, vampires continue to captivate imaginations and inspire countless tales of horror, romance, and intrigue in literature, film, and folklore. In Irish mythology, the Fomorians were a race of supernatural beings who played significant roles in the mythic history of Ireland. Described as monstrous and often depicted as giants, the Fomorians were believed to have inhabited the land before the arrival of the Tuatha De Danann, another mythological group associated with the early Celtic deities. The Fomorians were known for their formidable strength and magical abilities, making them both feared adversaries and complex characters in Irish folklore. One of the prominent figures among the Fomorians was Balor, a monstrous giant with a single, destructive eye that could wreak havoc upon his enemies. Balor's eye was so powerful that it had to be kept closed at all times except in battle, as its gaze alone could cause destruction. The Fomorians were often portrayed as sea-dwellers and associated with maritime activities, reflecting their connection to the natural elements and the mystical aspects of the ocean in Celtic mythology. Despite their antagonistic roles in many myths, the Fomorians also symbolized the cyclical nature of power and succession in early Irish legends. Elves, mythical beings steeped in folklore and fantasy, hold a prominent place in various mythologies, especially in Norse and Germanic traditions. Often depicted as ethereal and long-lived creatures, elves are known for their beauty, grace, and exceptional abilities. In Norse mythology, they are associated with the realm of Alfheim, where they reside in idyllic surroundings characterized by lush forests and shimmering lakes. Elves are believed to possess a deep connection with nature, often portrayed as guardians of the forests and protectors of wildlife. These mythical beings are not just ethereal in appearance but also possess formidable skills. Known for their craftsmanship and magical prowess, elves are skilled artisans who craft exquisite weapons, jewelry, and other artifacts of great beauty. In some tales, they are also renowned for their knowledge of healing herbs and remedies, able to cure ailments that elude mortal physicians. Elves are not merely fantastical creatures but symbols of wisdom, harmony with nature, and the mysteries of the unseen realms, enriching mythologies with their enchanting presence and enduring appeal. Oni are iconic figures in Japanese folklore, renowned for their formidable appearance and supernatural abilities. These creatures, often depicted as large, ogre-like beings with horns, sharp claws, and wild hair, inhabit the realm of spirits and demons. They are believed to dwell in mountainous regions or secluded areas, emerging during certain times to wreak havoc or test human resolve. Oni are characterized not only by their fearsome looks but also by their immense strength and magical powers, which include shape-shifting and manipulation of the natural elements. In Japanese mythology, Oni serve as both malevolent adversaries and moral lessons. They are said to punish the wicked and those who stray from righteous paths, embodying a force of justice in their own enigmatic way. Despite their often terrifying demeanor, Oni can also be depicted in a more nuanced light, sometimes portrayed as protectors or even benevolent figures under specific circumstances. The Chilin, a mythical creature from Chinese folklore, is often depicted as a benevolent and majestic being, symbolizing prosperity, serenity, and the arrival of sages or illustrious leaders. The appearance of the Chilin is diverse across various myths, but it is typically portrayed with the body of a deer, the tail of an ox, the hooves of a horse, and a single horn on its forehead, somewhat resembling a unicorn. It is often enveloped in flames or adorned with scales, contributing to its ethereal and otherworldly presence. The Chilin is known for its gentle and kind nature, so much so that it is said to walk without harming even a blade of grass and only appears in regions ruled by a wise and just leader. In Chinese mythology, the Chilin is considered an auspicious omen, heralding the birth or death of a great sage or ruler. The Chilin's association with purity and good fortune extends beyond China, influencing myths in other East Asian cultures, including Japan and Korea, where it is known as the Kirin and Jiren, respectively. Despite slight variations in depiction and symbolism, the core essence of the Chilin remains consistent as a divine, protective, and wise creature, revered across centuries for its association with peace and prosperity. In Hindu and Buddhist mythology, the Naga are revered serpent-like beings known for their supernatural powers and association with water. Often depicted with the body of a serpent and sometimes with multiple heads, Nagas are both feared and respected. They are believed to dwell in underground realms, particularly in rivers, lakes, and seas. In Hinduism, Nagas are considered divine protectors of dharma, righteousness, and are associated with fertility and rainfall, making them crucial figures in agricultural societies. Their ability to control weather and water sources gives them a powerful and sometimes unpredictable nature, influencing both natural phenomena and human affairs. In Islamic mythology and folklore, jinn are supernatural beings created from smokeless fire by Allah. They exist alongside humans and angels in a separate realm, possessing free will and varying personalities much like humans. The Quran mentions jinn in several verses, describing them as beings capable of both good and evil deeds, much like humans. They are believed to have the ability to shapeshift, invisibility, and travel vast distances in an instant. Jinn are often depicted as beings of immense power and wisdom, with some renowned for their trickery and others for their benevolence. According to Islamic tradition, King Solomon had control over a legion of jinn who aided him in various tasks, showcasing their ability to interact with humans and impact worldly affairs. Maharajas hold a significant place in the mythologies of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism as revered beings among the Uragas, a race of primordial reptilian entities akin to the Nagas. In Hindu tradition, Maharajas are considered divine beings who possess great power and wisdom, often residing in heavenly realms or beneath the earth. They are depicted with serpent-like lower bodies and sometimes anthropomorphic features, blending human and reptilian characteristics. This unique portrayal varies across artistic representations, showcasing their versatility in different cultural contexts. Kitsune, mythical creatures from Japanese folklore, are renowned for their remarkable abilities and mystical nature. These beings are often depicted as foxes with multiple tails, ranging from 1 to 9, with each tail symbolizing greater wisdom, age, and power. In their early stages, Kitsune with fewer tails may exhibit lesser capabilities, but possess the potential to ascend to higher forms, such as the powerful 9-tailed fox or Kyubi. Legends suggest that some Kitsune can even ascend beyond 9 tails, becoming celestial foxes or celestial beings known as Tenko. Throughout Japanese mythology, Kitsune are known for their shape-shifting abilities, capable of assuming human form and displaying various supernatural powers such as fire manipulation, illusions, and profound intelligence. They are often portrayed as cunning tricksters, yet also benevolent guardians or messengers. The transformation from a 1-tailed Kitsune to a 9-tailed fox represents not only an increase in power, but also a deepening of spiritual and magical prowess, reflecting the intricate hierarchy and celestial associations within Japanese folklore. Kitsune continue to fascinate and inspire tales of mystery and wonder, embodying the allure of the supernatural in Japanese culture. In various mythologies and folklore around the world, demons are often depicted as malevolent supernatural beings, typically associated with chaos, temptation, and evil. These entities are believed to originate from realms beyond the mortal plane, wielding dark powers and often serving malevolent deities or rulers of the underworld. In Christian traditions, demons are fallen angels who rebelled against God, led by figures like Lucifer, now known as Satan or the Devil. They are portrayed as agents of temptation and torment, seeking to corrupt and lead humanity astray. In other cultural beliefs, demons take on diverse forms and roles. In ancient Mesopotamian mythology, for example, demons were thought to be lesser deities or spirits capable of both harm and healing, depending on their mood and purpose. In Hindu mythology, demons or asuras challenge the authority of the gods and engage in cosmic battles for supremacy. Throughout history, demons have been a rich source of storytelling, embodying humanity's fears and moral struggles, while also serving as cautionary tales about the consequences of greed, hubris, and unchecked desires. If you want to delve deeper into the myths and interpretations of demons across various cultures that explores their origins, characteristics, and roles, including insights into the true ruler of hell, I will leave the link below. Angels hold a prominent place in various religious and mythological traditions, often depicted as divine beings tasked with delivering messages between humans and higher powers. In Judeo-Christian beliefs, angels are spiritual entities created by God, often portrayed as messengers or guardians with a distinct hierarchy. The archangels, such as Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael, are among the most renowned, each assigned specific roles such as protection, revelation, and healing. These figures are celebrated for their benevolence and role in guiding individuals towards spiritual enlightenment and divine purpose. Beyond Christianity, angels appear in Islamic tradition as well. Here, they too play critical roles in relaying divine messages and executing God's will. Angels are believed to exist in realms beyond human perception, possessing ethereal qualities that transcend mortal limitations. Their appearances often include luminous wings and a radiant aura, symbolizing their celestial nature. In popular culture, angels continue to inspire awe and fascination, depicted in art, literature, and film as embodiments of purity, wisdom, and guidance, resonating with themes of hope and divine intervention across diverse cultures and interpretations. Dwarves, renowned in mythology across various cultures including Norse and Germanic traditions, are much more than their stout stature and skill in craftsmanship. Beyond their physical attributes, dwarves possess a formidable reputation for their unparalleled ability to create weapons and artifacts of immense power. In Norse mythology, dwarves are celebrated as master blacksmiths whose craftsmanship extends beyond mortal comprehension. They forged iconic items such as Odin's spear Gungnir, Thor's hammer Mjolnir, and the magical ring Draupnir, each imbued with unique abilities that shaped the course of mythical battles and quests. What makes dwarves truly formidable is their deep connection to the earth and its raw materials. They are said to have an innate understanding of metals and gems, enabling them to craft weapons and artifacts that surpass mortal creations. These items often possess legendary qualities, capable of shifting the balance of power in the realms of gods and men. Their craftsmanship is not merely a skill but a source of reverence and fear, as dwarven forged artifacts are known for their durability, potency, and sometimes unpredictable effects. In Norse mythology, fire giants, known as Eldjotnir or Muspels, are formidable beings whose existence is deeply intertwined with the elemental forces of fire and heat. These giants hail from Muspelheim, the realm of fire, whose blazing landscapes starkly contrast with the icy realms of Niflheim and the rest of the Norse cosmos. The leader of the fire giants is Surtur, a colossal figure wielding a flaming sword, destined to play a pivotal role in Ragnarok, the cataclysmic event marking the end and rebirth of the world. Fire giants are renowned for their immense strength and affinity for fire. In Norse myths, they are depicted as adversaries of the gods, particularly Odin and Thor, often engaging in fierce battles that test the gods' courage and prowess. Surtur, in particular, is prophesied to lead his kin in a final, apocalyptic battle during Ragnarok, where he will set aflame the entire world with his fiery sword and bring about its destruction, paving the way for a new cycle of creation. Despite their antagonistic role, fire giants embody the raw power of fire and symbolize the chaotic forces that both threaten and define the Norse cosmos, making them pivotal figures in the mythological tapestry of the Vikings. In Greek mythology, Cyclopes are formidable creatures known for their immense strength and single, large eye in the center of their forehead. These beings were said to be the children of Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth, making them siblings to the Titans. The most famous Cyclopes encountered in myth were Polyphemus, encountered by Odysseus in Homer's Odyssey, and the Cyclopes who helped Hephaestus in his forge. These creatures were known for their skill in craftsmanship, particularly in forging thunderbolts for Zeus and other divine weapons. Cyclopes are often depicted as a race of giants, with powers that surpass those of mortals. Their physical strength and capabilities in smithing are legendary, reflecting their place in Greek mythology as both feared and respected beings. Despite their brutish appearance, they possess a unique skill set that places them among the skilled artisans of the mythological world. Just like dwarves, they are a race with great craftsmanship, although their towering physical power sets them apart. As to whether dwarves are more powerful than Cyclopes, it ultimately depends on the context and specific attributes considered, sparking varied interpretations and debates among mythological enthusiasts. Between dwarves and Cyclopes, which race do you believe stands as the most formidable? Share your thoughts in the comments. In Norse mythology, frost giants, known as Jotnar or Jotun, are formidable beings inhabiting the icy realms of Jotunheim. These giants are depicted as colossal and immensely powerful, embodying the harsh and unforgiving nature of their frigid homeland. Unlike the humanoid gods of Asgard, frost giants are often portrayed with more primal characteristics, their origins tied to the chaotic forces of creation and destruction in Norse cosmology. One of the most famous frost giants in Norse mythology is Ymir, considered the progenitor of all giants. According to legend, Ymir was formed from the primordial ice of Ginnungagap, the void that existed before the world. From his body, the first frost giants were born, symbolizing the raw and elemental forces of nature. In mythological tales, frost giants are depicted as antagonistic figures, frequently clashing with the gods of Asgard, such as Thor and Odin, in epic struggles that test the boundaries between order and chaos. Dragons, iconic creatures of myth and legend across various cultures, captivate the imagination with their awe-inspiring presence and mystical abilities. In mythology, dragons are often depicted as immense, serpentine beasts with scales that gleam like precious metals and eyes that smolder with fierce intelligence. These creatures typically possess formidable powers such as breathing fire, which symbolizes both destruction and purification in many tales. Legends describe dragons as guardians of great treasures or custodians of mystical knowledge, dwelling in remote caves or atop mountains where they reign supreme over their domains. One of the most intriguing aspects of dragon lore is their diverse cultural representation. From the wise and benevolent Eastern dragons of Chinese mythology, associated with rain, water, and wisdom, to the Western dragons of European tales, known for their fiery breath and hoarding tendencies. Dragons span a spectrum of roles and characteristics. In both Eastern and Western traditions, dragons are often revered for their wisdom and feared for their power, embodying a complex blend of good and evil. These mythical creatures continue to fascinate and inspire stories, art, and literature across the globe, reminding us of humanity's enduring fascination with the mysterious and the supernatural. From the dusty pages of ancient texts to the whispers of folklore passed down through generations, humans have woven themselves into the very fabric of myth and legend across cultures and continents. In the annals of mythology, humans are often portrayed as adaptable and resourceful creatures, capable of wielding their intelligence and ingenuity like weapons against the darkness. They may lack the otherworldly powers of gods and monsters, but what they lack in supernatural abilities, they make up for in sheer grit and determination. But humans are not merely the stuff of myth and legend. They are also the architects of their own destiny, shaping the world around them with their hands and hearts. They are builders of civilizations, creators of art and literature, pioneers of science and exploration. With each passing generation, they push the boundaries of what is possible, striving ever upward towards the heavens. And yet, for all their achievements and advancements, humans are not without their flaws. They are creatures of passion and emotion, capable of great love and great hate, of boundless kindness and unfathomable cruelty. They are, in essence, reflections of the world in which they live, beautiful and terrible, noble and base, a tapestry of light and shadow. In the grand tapestry of myth and legend, humans are the central figures, the heroes of their own stories, the protagonists in the epic drama of existence. Their struggles and triumphs resonate across the ages, inspiring awe and wonder in those who hear their tales. So let us raise our voices in tribute to humanity, to the indomitable spirit that burns within each and every one of us. For in the end, it is not the gods or the monsters that define us, but the choices we make and the deeds we do that shape our destinies and define our legacies for all eternity. In Greek mythology, the Titans were deities who preceded the Olympian gods. Born from Gaia, the earth, and Uranus, the sky, the Titans represented the raw forces of nature and cosmic elements. They were powerful beings, often depicted as giants with immense strength and sometimes monstrous forms. Among the most notable Titans were Cronus, the ruler of the Titans who eventually usurped his father Uranus, and Rhea, his sister wife and mother of the Olympian gods. The Titans waged a cosmic war against the Olympian gods led by Zeus, their youngest son, in what is known as the Titanomachy. This epic battle spanned 10 years and resulted in the Olympians' victory, with Zeus overthrowing Cronus and casting the Titans into Tartarus, a deep abyss within the underworld. Despite their defeat, the Titans remained influential in mythological tales, with some being associated with specific domains like the sun, Helios, the moon, Selene, and the oceans, Oceanus. Their legacy lies not only in their struggle against the Olympians, but also in their role as progenitors of gods and goddesses who would shape the Greek cosmos and mythology as we know it. The Daityas, a formidable race of Asuras in Hindu mythology, trace their lineage to Kashyapa and Dithi. Prominent figures among them include Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, and Mahabali, each of whom exerted dominance over the earth at different times, prompting the intervention of 3 incarnations of Vishnu to subdue them. In Hindu mythology, the Daityas are colossal malevolent beings known for their steadfast opposition to sacrificial offerings to the gods. In Greek mythology, the Hecatonchires, meaning hundred-handed ones, were primordial giants renowned for their immense strength and formidable appearance. Born from Uranus and Gaia, these monstrous beings, Cottus, Gyges, and Briareus, possessed not only 100 arms each but also 50 heads sprouting from their shoulders. Their sheer size and power were so intimidating that Uranus, fearing their potential, imprisoned them deep within the bowels of Tartarus. According to myth, the Hecatonchires played a pivotal role in the Titanomachy, the epic war between the Titans and the Olympian gods. Freed from Tartarus by Zeus during this conflict, they allied with the Olympians and unleashed their devastating might upon the Titans. Briareus, in particular, earned Zeus' favor by aiding him with his 100 arms against the formidable Typhon, enabling the Olympians to secure victory and establish their dominion over Mount Olympus. Despite their monstrous appearance, the Hecatonchires were loyal and instrumental allies in Greek mythology, showcasing their crucial role in pivotal cosmic battles and highlighting their fearsome yet awe-inspiring presence in ancient Greek lore. Gods in mythology often embody extraordinary powers and complex personalities, making them central figures in the belief systems of ancient civilizations. For instance, in Greek mythology, Zeus, the king of the gods, wielded thunderbolts and ruled from Mount Olympus. His counterparts in Norse mythology included Odin, the wise and warlike All-Father, and Thor, the hammer-wielding god of thunder. Each deity represented facets of human experience and natural forces, serving as both protectors and arbitrators of mortal affairs. These gods were often subject to human-like emotions and desires, leading to tales of love, jealousy, and ambition that mirrored the struggles of humanity itself. Across cultures, gods played pivotal roles in creation myths and the establishment of moral codes. In Egyptian mythology, the god Ra, symbolizing the sun, was revered as the creator of the world and the source of life. Meanwhile, in Hindu mythology, deities such as Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva formed the triumvirate responsible for creation, preservation, and destruction, respectively. These myths not only explained natural phenomena but also provided moral guidance and cultural identity. The stories of gods transcended their divine status, resonating with human experiences of triumph, loss, and the eternal quest for meaning in the universe. Thus, gods in mythology continue to captivate and inspire, offering profound insights into the complexities of existence across diverse civilizations and epochs. In ancient Greek mythology, the primordial deities represent the earliest beings that emerged at the dawn of creation, embodying fundamental aspects of the cosmos itself. Among them are entities like Chaos, the formless void from which all things arose, Gaia, the earth itself, and Tartarus, the abyss that housed the Titans. These beings are often described as immensely powerful, surpassing even the Olympian gods in their authority and influence. Gaia, for instance, is revered as the mother of all life, from whom sprang the Titans, the giants, and later the Olympian gods. Her power is elemental and pervasive, shaping the very landscape and natural forces that define the world. The primordial deity's power is not merely physical but metaphysical, embodying the foundational principles of existence. Chaos, for example, symbolizes the infinite potential and disorder that existed before the ordered universe. Tartarus, on the other hand, represents the deepest abyss and serves as a prison for the most formidable foes of the gods. Their influence extends beyond mere dominion over domains. They are living embodiments of universal truths and cosmic forces. In mythology, their interactions with the younger generations of gods often underline the struggle between order and chaos, creation and destruction, highlighting the eternal balance these primordial forces maintain in the mythic cosmos. Thus, the primordial deities stand as not only powerful beings, but as the very bedrock upon which the tapestry of Greek mythology and the universe itself is woven. However, within these races, there exist exceptional individuals known as alphas, who rise above the rest. To learn more about these alphas, click on the video to the left. For a deeper exploration of these mythical races, click on the video to the right. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking the notification bell to stay updated on future videos.